Hello. Everyone is using the word wipe coding. Yeah, you would have the same question as well. What is wipe coding? It's already been a year or two. This word has become famous. It started getting really trendy from December 2024. It's almost gonna be 2 year. Okay, from the day the haiku model from Claude, which started to become famous, and all other models came in. This vibe coding thing has from a fantasy to some sort of reality. It started to happen as much as the models have developed. Okay, so you would have seen, I think, so many companies are advertising about it, so I want to just break the components of it so you know what it is. Yeah, okay, so you're looking into this interface. Forget about the company. What you see here is, so you are seeing a header, and below this you are seeing a three component. One is the chat component, and another is the small coding editor, and then the right side is the preview panel. What each of these things does. Okay, so these models, sorry, not this model, this interface is where you do the chat, basically like asking to change something in the thing. When you ask something to change from here, the model behind this assistance change the code, and the code get reflected here. So for example, I say the hero section means is this section. The hero section gradient is affecting the text color. Ignore my typos. Text color, can you make it nicer? I'm just like randomly typing it. Okay, so when you do that, it changes the thing. It takes a few seconds because the request, which is like the request you are making, need to go to the model, and then once it changes back the code, it will put back into the server where this dev environment is running, where they call this as a sandbox. Sandbox is a jargon, but just assume this is some sort of like a development environment. You see, it has changed it and it looks nicer. So this is what it does. So how do we see whether what it's been changed here is reflected here? It's a bit of coding thing. I don't want to go in technical about it. So for example, here it says I changed in pages slash homepage dot dsx, and what I changed, hero as stripe wrapper plus overlay, and updated the features, blah 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 blah. Okay, so it would have changed here. This is the code structure. That's a separate topic we can go through, but the main thing is that what is all this vibe coding tool provides is that this is what they provide an interface for you to chat, and the chat request they route to a model. The When they route to the model means, for example, OpenAI or Claude or like any other open source model, they give the current code in the of this section what we try to change, and it returns back the response, which is the code changed code, and they would put the changed code into the respective places. So for example, it says it's changed in your home page, right? Respective places. Then in the right side, which is a development environment, which showcases the change what you did. So let's try this. So let's say let's do another example. The currency, okay, let's say the search listing in the hero need to be changed to search car parts and accessories. Okay, the reason why I'm trying to do as another testing is because I want you to see, I mean, if initial, oh, it's quickly changed. It's changed so fast. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to show where it's changed from the code as well. So it's set in home page, right? So if we go here, let's search car, uh, let's see from here. This is header, this is listing card skeleton. So it says add an associated header, updated the hero search input. Where is it? So this is the home page. Can also search, there is no search component, so that means it's somewhere here. Let's search parts. It's not showing here. So if it is not here, then it may be in the components, button batch, the libraries, no. Yeah, or else let's give another one instead of I'm trying to search this thing. Sometimes, right, people who do the vibe code, they don't even like go in this code and then they see it, because they don't, the purpose of vibe coding itself, you don't know how to code, and you wanted to make this I mean, you want to meet your end goal, which is like changing the design or customizing the website without knowing the code, but through the text. Let's ask this itself. Let me just, I can't find where you change the text. Which file is it? But it already say it changed in hero search input in the home page, but I'm not able to see. But anyway, so actually here now we can see the thing, but below this it should be here. Oh yeah, actually, so it's using an another search component, so we need to go to the search component. It's in the change was in the hero search input, so the hero search input is here. Okay, so maybe the code is changed in the dev environment, but it is not available here. Okay, anyway, let's maybe it's a bug, it's not showing here. But now, so after you made the changes, yeah, so what you see here is a dev environment. Let's say if you go to your live environment, that change what you have did in your dev environment may not be live yet here. Okay, so what you need to do is that's where you do the publish. So where you will do the publish, and it will get deployed or say launched into the domain you own. So currently I'm just using some random domain, so it will be deployed and then it will be available. So in a nutshell, that's the thing about the vibe coding tool, what they do. What other things they do is that, because nowadays things are changing, sometimes people who are bit advanced or novice in the tech, they don't go and use a vibe coding tool. They may want to directly use some like coding harness, that's what they say, coding harness or coding agent in their development environment. They call it as a IDE. Okay, they use the development environment and then they directly work in the terminal. Just to show, I mean, I can't show any example now because I have opened my other stuff. So but yeah, so but for the people who are new, who doesn't, and I mean who has knowledge about what they want to build, the domain knowledge, but they don't want to involve in all these intricacies and then the details of all of these other things, for example terminals, development environment, blah 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 blah, all those jargons, it's nice. Tools like vibe coding tool exists for them, they can make their changes. There are some pros and cons of these vibe coding things which we will see in the next chapter.